What's up, people? This is your favorite cousin, Rich. Now, we got racist Karens out here throwing N-words out here like it ain't nothing. But the only difference is she said it to a 5-year-old child who's autistic. And the internet, they siding with her, giving her over $500,000. Let's get into this.
Did you call him the child? Did you call the child the word? It is my business. You call him. Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again?
You
Okay. All right, that's what you say.
You don't go digging through people's you dumb.
Nobody digging to your
A little kid just did, you dumb.
That little kid, you call him
Yeah.
the little child?
What if he acts like one, he's gonna...
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child, 5-year-old, and the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. And you can be the that.
I don't give a
Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say.
Wow. She was unapologetic. This was her. This was her character. You see, she said she don't care. She don't give a shit. This is showing the temperature of where we're at in America. It's enough for you to just say, oh, he stole my stuff, or he's a thief, he's a this, he's a that. But when you start taking personal attacks to people, that shows who you really are. You can take my stuff and I can call you a thief. You take my stuff and I call you outside of your name, that means that I'm taking a personal dig to you. That really shows who you are. And now the people who donated to her, this shows their type of character as well. So does America have a race problem? I've been saying it and I'm gonna say it again. Yes. America just has figured out a way to cover it up. It's like a wound. And in America, we just put a Band-Aid over the wound instead of actually curing it. And now people have this internal hate for other people, this internal racism that they have for other people inside of them, and it's brewing and brewing and brewing. And now we're in the day and age where it can come out and there's going to be no consequences or repercussions. Actually, people can come out now and be celebrated for speaking their truth and the truth of a bunch of people. Now, is it wrong for people to donate? You can donate to whoever you want to, for whatever you want to. But my perspective is wrong. People comparing this to Carmelo Anthony, and let me put it like this. The Carmelo Anthony with Austin Metcalf situation, it was not race. People on the outside have made it race, but that case itself was not race. Unless something racial was said, dialogue between the two boys, okay. But that incident was not about race. That incident was about mismanaged emotions. This right here is 100% race. And she even said it out of her mouth. Let me let the news break down this case to you so you can get a little bit more in depth in the situation and the GoFundMe and all that.
A woman accused of using racial slurs against a boy at a Rochester park, captured in a now viral video, appears to have identified herself publicly in a sizable crowdfunding effort. A user on a crowdfunding site identifying as Shiloh Hendrix has increased her fundraising goal to $1 million, accruing more than $375,000 since the video's wide circulation as of less than a half hour ago. Regarding the incident at the park, the user writes, quote, "I recently had a kid steal from my 18-month-old son's diaper bag at a park. I called the kid out for what he was," end quote. KTTC reported yesterday that Rochester police are actively looking into the viral video.
You see, she knows right from wrong. She knows how to appeal to the hearts of America. She said, I called him out for what he was. You see, she didn't state that I called him a N-word. No, she just said, I called him out for what he was. You see, trying to appeal to the hearts. This is trash. This is trash business. This trash business. And you, like I said, you can donate to who you want to, but if you donate it to this, you trash. If you donate it to Austin Metcalf, it's cool. I can understand it. I can understand it, especially if it was not a race. But if you donate it to this trash woman, excuse me, you're not even a woman. This trash being, you're not even a human being. You're just a being. To this trash being, something's wrong with you.
Showing a woman holding a small child making racist slurs in reference to another child at the playground who she claims had taken something that belonged to her child. The person recording the video alludes to the child being targeted as having special needs.
You see, all the people that donate are some of the people who are tired of black people feeling like we're too obnoxious, we're too loud, we're too ignorant, we're too ghetto, we're too violent, we're too aggressive. You know, they're tired of our antics. Those are the people who donated to that. Feel how you feel. Say what you want to say. There's no point in getting into this argument because if you feel against, you're not going to want to see for. So there's no need in having that conversation for real. But as I always say, when this conversation comes up, you have to look deeper than the surface. And if people are that wild, you have to ask yourself, what is the cause? What's going on? What's the issue? It's like a certain experiment. When you put a bunch of rats, not calling a certain people rats, but when you put a group of rats in a certain enclosed environment with less resources, they're going to act out. So if you take that small experiment to what certain communities have been going through, you kind of see why they're acting the way they are, especially with the trauma that has been passed down from being relocated and used as a servant, I should say, for no pay. You know? But hey, who am I? I'm just stating. Lastly, I want to say that this Shiloh Parks, when she was making her GoFundMe because she has to relocate because she's being doxxed now, people are trying to find out where she lives, so she's scared for her life. Did she put on that GoFundMe that she called an autistic child the N-word? Because they said that he was special needs. And I dig further to find out he was autistic. Maybe he was just, if he was going through your bag, I'm not saying he's innocent or guilty, but if he was going through your bag, maybe he was just exploring the world. Maybe he was just curious. And he just, hey, don't touch that, that's not yours. Simple. But no, that was already that hate that you had inside. That was already how you felt inside. That's why it was so easy for you to say it out. That was already unconsciously what you were thinking. Because if somebody was not unconsciously thinking those type of thoughts or already had that mindset, they could never say that. So, like I said, the people that donated and you, it shows the temperature that we're at in America. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about the situation. This is your favorite cousin Rich. Y'all be safe. Love and blessings. Y'all be safe.